We're back. We got a first impressions video going on today. This is the 1 to 2 player dexterity area control game by Ludivore Games called Aspens. Now, Ludivore Games was nice enough to send me a prototype. I want to thank them for sending me this prototype copy. This game is currently on Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is going to end very soon, but if you're having second thoughts, hopefully this video will change your mind and maybe get that last minute pledge in, or give it or late pledge it. The pledge manager is going to be open after the campaign ends. But let's go over what this game is. So one player is going to be playing as the green trees, the evergreens, and the other player is going to be playing as the orange, yellow aspen trees. And what you're trying to do is expand your trees on the board and have area majority. So this is a very simple two-player game. So let me show you how it works, how it plays, and then we're going to go back into my initial first impressions and what I think of this game and who do I think it is for. Okay, so this is how a game of Aspens is going to be set up. One player is going to play as the aspen trees and the other is going to be the evergreen. You're going to start by placing 2 of your trees next to the water tiles, and then you're going to have 4 extra trees to place anywhere. Now you can put them on the same hex space, or you can expand out however you want. On your turn, you're going to roll these 2 die. This is going to represent the wind, so it's going to show the wind direction, and this is going to represent how many trees. Now, so I'll explain how that goes. So you're going to roll both of these die. So the wind is blowing west and 3. So what this means is, if you have a hex that has 3 or more trees, you're going to gain an additional tree. Now, on your turn, you're always going to get 1 tree. So you always get 1. So let's just say now, instead of I rolled a 3, I rolled a 2. So I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that extra one, 7. So I'm going to take my trees, the 7 trees, and now on my turn, I'm going to place them. But this also goes by my opponent. So if my opponent has 2 trees on each hex, they're going to take that many trees, but they're not going to get the that extra one because it's not their turn. So on my turn, I'm going to place my trees, and again, it has to be adjacent, but it also has to be going in the west direction. So I actually would have to be going, so I could do something like this, but I also can occupy the same spots. Again, because of when you roll that die, you want to have more of a chance of growing more of you, having more trees come out on your turn. Now, let's just say green blocked me out of a spot. They're going to take all those remaining spots that aren't there. So, and then the turns are going to be going back and forth. So then, like, now let's say it's green's turn. So they're going to roll. They rolled a 6, so they don't have any, but they do claim 1 extra one. And of course, they're going to have the trees that were left over from their opponent's turn. But they have to be placing them northwest. So they would be doing something like, maybe like this. Okay, and then you're going to just keep placing trees until the whole map is filled out. And again, like I stated before, if you block out an area from an opponent, you're going to claim the rest of that area. And again, that's the game. When all the spaces are filled, whoever has the most spaces with their trees is going to win the game. There are also 2 expansions. There is one that has the gods. Again, I'm not going to really go over them, but I am going to say that there are 2 expansions in this game, and they both add a little bit more to the game. And this is the Majestic Marvels expansion. That is Aspens. Like I said, very simple, easy game. So this is one of the lightest games I've ever played, and is one of the best light games I have ever played. This game really shocked me how much I enjoyed it. So again, this is still just a prototype. There's going to be some maybe a little bit of changes when the final copy comes, but it still looked great on the table. It actually looked beautiful on the table with the different pieces, the wooden pieces and stuff. I'm not sure how they're going to change it in the final copy, but I can imagine it's going to look really good. So yeah, definitely the art, the components and everything for a prototype look great. time length. You could play this game in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and of course it all depends on how you place your trees. When you have more of those, like 2, 3 trees, 4 trees occupying a space, and you roll that die, you're gonna have more trees coming out, and you're gonna be placing them. But you also have to be mindful that your opponent also has that, and they're also gonna be gaining trees from that roll as well. But the main strategy in this game is trying to block them off and making sure they don't block you off from that certain area, because, like I said, what I was saying in the how to play, they will take that whole spot for themselves. So that also adds to the game, the game length of this game, and where you can go 20 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes. Gameplay wise, I really, again, it is an area of majority dexterity game, but I really like it. There's a lot of strategy in this game, and just because a game is simple doesn't mean that there's a lot of strategy to it. You know, you don't have to be getting those crazy heavy games to really enjoy yourself. Something like, even despite this being simple, there's a lot. It gives you a lot of bang for your buck. The game does pack a punch for what it does, and that's what really surprised me about it. The expansions do add more. I didn't go over the expansions. Again, I'd leave it up to you guys to check them out. I really wanted to showcase just the base game of how it plays, what it looks like, and yes, the expansions do make it better. So, like I said before, this is going to be ending very soon on Kickstarter. I'm going to be posting a link into the description. So if you want to back it last minute, go right ahead. Because I highly, highly recommend this game. It is one of my most anticipated games of 2025. And because of, like, and again, it shocked me. When I reached out to Ludivore, they said that we don't know if this is going to be your type of game. We see the type of games that you review and stuff. And I said, no, I want to give it a shot because it looked interesting. I've heard good things from other people, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. My wife really enjoyed it, and she's not a gamer. To get her to play is like pulling teeth. And for her to enjoy it, that shows that non-gamers are going to like it. And I think the typical heavy gamer, anytime, if you like heavy, medium, light, it's going to appeal to everybody. So really, really recommend this game. I don't like to give tentative scores on prototypes, but because of how much I enjoyed it, I would give it in the 8 mark for right now. I can see it going higher with more plays of the expansions and to see what the final product is going to look like. But yeah, highly recommend Aspens, especially if you really enjoy 2-player games. A real pleasant little game here, and great couples game as well. And you know, you can't really ask for more of what this game is trying to do. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I try to respond to everybody. Please like and subscribe. Help this little channel grow. We're starting to grow every day. You know, we're getting a lot more prototypes, a lot more games to review, and I thank you all for watching and helping this channel grow. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said before, highly recommend. Go back Aspens. You cannot go wrong. That's going to do it for today, guys. Have a great one.